France secured the passage through to the last 16 of the World Cup with a hard-fought 1-0 victory over Peru on Thursday. Read more. World Cup Golden Boot race in full. Kylian Mbappe's record-breaking goal ensured Didier Deschamps' side maintained a perfect record, adding to a victory over Australia in the tournament opener. The encounter with Peru in Ekaterinburg was anything but easy, with France put on the back foot for long periods by the South American side. Having lost both of the matches despite putting in strong performances, Peru are out of the tournament, with Australia and Denmark still vying to join France in progressing from Group C. Here are 5 things we learned from France's victory. Giroud must start. Deschamps' major alteration from France's opener was to bring Olivier Giroud into the starting lineup to provide a focal point up front. The Chelsea striker did exactly that, immediately occupying Peru's central defenders and creating space for the likes of Antoine Griezmann and Mbappe to operate in. Although Giroud didn't find the net himself, he was instrumental in the winning goal as his shot was blocked into the path of Mbappe, who was able to tap into an empty net. The other change to the French starting lineup was also a success. Blaise Matuidi's relentless energy added a much-needed intensity to the midfield. Keep playing through Pogba. Paul Pogba wins the ball during France's 1-0 victory over Peru on June 21. Getty Images. Regardless of what's been said about Paul Pogba, he remains the chief creative force in this talented French team. Having been heavily involved in both goals in their opening victory against Australia, Pogba was once more the architect as France took the lead against Peru. The 25-year-old poached the ball as Peru looked to counter, before sliding a perfectly weighted pass into Giroud, leading to the goal. Before that, Pogba had played an even better pass over the Peruvian defense for Mbappe, which should have been converted. Mbappe shows substance to match skill at the age of 19 years and 6 months. Kylian Mbappe's opener made him the youngest France player ever to score in a major tournament. However, the goal was far his most impressive moment of the game. On 3 separate occasions during the first half, the Paris Saint-Germain forward exhibited sublime footwork, embarrassing opposition defenders in the process. Admittedly, the time it mattered most when he attempted to flick a Pogba threw ball into the net, his poise evaded him. Despite the blip, Mbappe did more than enough to justify his place in the team ahead of Ousmane Dembélé, and will be a fixture in the French starting 11 for many matches and tournaments to come. Finishing fails. Peru. Christian Cueva and Paulo Guerrero have both been guilty of missing chances during Peru's World Cup campaign. Getty Images. Peru will be one of the strongest teams to exit the tournament at the group stage, but they only have themselves to blame, having wasted the chance to go ahead against Denmark from the penalty spot. In their opening game, clear opportunities were spurned once more against France. The best fell to captain Paulo Guerrero, who did well to earn a yard of space in the French box with a fine first touch but didn't show enough composure when shooting straight at Hugo Lloris. The France goalkeeper, making his 100th cap, still had to be alert to keep the effort out. Room for improvement after an opening game victory, so managers would be hesitant to change a winning team. Deschamps wasn't, and he was rewarded. While his decision to replace Dembélé and Corentin Tolisso with Giroud and Matuidi paid off in the sense that France won and are through, this still wasn't the performance of a World Cup winning team. Aside from an impressive 10 minutes of the first half following the goal, France were generally outrun by Peru, giving up 56% of possession. While the possession itself isn't necessarily a huge problem, with France looking most dangerous on the counter-attack, Deschamps will be aware his side are still some way off where they need to be. The good news for French fans is that he's not afraid to do something about it. More on the World Cup. Denmark won Australia 1-5. Things we learned from the draw and VAR penalty. World Cup Golden Boot race in full. The leading scorers at Russia 2018. So far England World Cup squad in full. Gareth Southgate's 23 players at Russia 2018 World Cup schedule 2018 in full. Today's fixtures, kickoff times and TV listings. How Brazil's famous yellow shirt became a toxic political symbol.